Well, that was a little scary. I was logging in today to record this video for you guys, and I was having trouble recording, or having trouble getting into the server itself. Dev had been messing with the whitelist because we're getting new people on, and he was having trouble with the whitelist, so he was playing with it, and pretty much every time I come up to this corner, I always clip it and go through and take damage. So I wanted to be sure that I slowed down so that that didn't happen this time. But again, I was having trouble logging onto the server, and I had been trying for the last 5 minutes, and finally I got on. What are you doing? Oh, another thing that I found out today. Number one, it's usually I just walk up on the horse. Usually I come into the stall and go like this, so I'm just right up against the fence, and hit shift, so it... See, and where are you going? You're going nowhere. And it was previously where I had, I'd been able to kind of clip past the fence gates. So you hop on a horse, you get up against the fence, and then you hit shift to get off of the horse, and it puts you out. But ever since the snapshot came out, that's not been doing that. So maybe that's a feature or a bug from the snapshot. Probably a feature, because it seems like a bug that you would clip outside of the fence. But yeah, that's just one observation. Another observation I made, I was kind of farming heads, and I got one. I really need to repair my armor, which I'm going to do today. Had a bunch of stuff left over from the chicken restaurant, quote-unquote, prank. Not really prank, more like, I mean, it was pretty much a server gift, right? Dev didn't really like the name of the server gift, but, you know, I had to explain to him that, you know, that's proper names, Dev. One of the things that I noticed, is that if you kill a zombie pigman in one shot, the rest of the zombie pigmen won't be mad at you. So I'm gonna try that right now with this guy. You have to actually have a fresh kill, or a fresh non-aggro pack of zombie pigmen, and then if you kill one in one shot, the rest, as I mentioned, will not aggro. And this is one thing I noticed as well. I don't know if you saw it past the zombie pigmen, but the zombie pigmen now have the infestation swarming thing that zombies have. Oh, it's not good. No good. Alright. So I'm kind of hoping that that is a bit of a feature of the not expansion. I keep wanting to say expansion pack. I've lived too long with expansion packs, but of the snapshot and the recent, or rather future patch. I'm raking in the dough. Absolutely raking in the gold. But I'm not sure if the infestation. I hate these. Okay. I hate these things. They're always so loud. Again, that's one of the, hopefully, benefits of this snapshot, is the pigmen adopting the zombie swarm thing, where if you attack one, a bunch of them spawn in the same area. So today, now that I'm finally getting to it, now that we're finally home and finally through that nonsense, today, while I'm getting to it, is my 1-year anniversary of being on YouTube. And I wanted to do something pretty special. Plans that I had kind of got, kiboshed, which is not even sure that's a real word. I'm assuming it's a real word, I just don't know if it's English, but, kibosh is something that's always been said in my family, so it's kind of adopted into my speech. So, as I mentioned in the last video, a creeper kind of blew this area up, and so my chests are all jumbled. So what I had hoped to do today hasn't necessarily panned out. Let's get rid of this thing. And pig swords. No more pig swords. Bam. With a skull, that's 2 wither skulls. We still have a lot of beacons up in the roof of the nether that we need to get beacons for, so that we can make that trip a lot faster. But again, I'm going to show you how easy, in case you didn't know, I'm going to show you how easy it is to repair things in the snapshot with the new repair. See, with ding 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 ding. Yeah, okay. So with the new repair system, you don't actually need the lapis like you do with the enchanting, which is good because I am almost out of lapis. 1. Put in 1 diamond. You use 1 enchant level. So thankfully, this game is no longer going to be focused solely on grinding out levels to a ridiculous point. So 3. This thing is almost completely repaired with 3 diamonds. Kind of debating putting in the 4th, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. So it's fully repaired. It's that chest. Maybe somebody would have yelled at me for repairing a projectile projection test. Wow. Projectile protection chest. It is 2 o'clock in the morning again. But, you know, for 4 diamonds for a fully repaired chest piece, I'm not going to complain too much. Fully repaired for 4 levels and 4 diamonds. This might not take... Yeah, okay, that one's going to take 3, because it still has a lot of use on it. But, there we go. Let's put this stuff back on. Get the shoes. The shoes are the important ones because they have feather falling. That feather falling has saved my life so many times, especially with, I don't know why I'm trying to repair diamonds with diamonds, but there it is. So yeah, one of the things that I wanted to do is find my workbench because it blew up. And I thought I'd put one down, but apparently I didn't. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut here. We are going to, or I'm going to do something a little special. Not as much as I wanted to do, especially being on the server, but something a little special for you to hear today. And let's cut to that. Alright, it is a brand new day in Minecraft because the sun's coming up because I set the time to 0. We are here on my test build server. My test build world. Not my boat build world, but I really wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that I've been using or I have yet to use because of plans changing. Never used, but not my ship building stuff. Let's start out right here. This is the area where I spawn in. Just have an anvil here. Nothing important. I just put it there because I needed it once. But as you can see, I've got my buddy Terrence here in his bat cage. And this is something that I wanted to do in season 2. Season 2 was when we were before the new terrain stuff came out, and while we had a world that didn't corrupt, I had put up the potion shop where there was I don't know if you remember, but and I don't know exactly what video it is. I may find out and put an annotation on the video, but I had made the mortuary / potion shop / something that I never got to do in the old world, and I wanted to find a bat, name the bat, and put him into a cage in that house. Never got to do that. I still wouldn't mind doing that. I thought it was really cool, something that I found out on this world, but yeah, I trapped a bat. This is not spawned in. This bat was actually trapped. I made a very large overhang and of course it's a creative world, so a bat was pretty much guaranteed to spawn here, and it did, and it was trapped, and I cornered him into this little area, fixed him up, and blocked him in, and named him with a name tag. So, this was basically proof of concept, just to prove that it could be done, so that I could do it on the server. And he's got a bit of carpet here. It wasn't a pressure plate before. It was always carpet, but yeah, he was trapped here, and he can't go past the panels. It might have been a block first. It might have been way back before there were carpets, back when I had a block here. But yeah, I'm not going to talk at length about everything that's in this world, but I definitely want to show you guys some of the stuff that I'm a little more proud of. So one of the things, you may remember this is the potion machine from Season 2. This is where you would have all your ingredients listed, and then everything would pop in, and you brewed three potions at a time in here. And this had fire under this cauldron, which I just knocked out accidentally because it's creative world. So yeah, this is the proof of concept. These are sort of proof of concepts for the bobbing apples, the bobbing apple barrel that we had in the town. And there's nothing in those dispensers. Is there anything in these dispensers? No. Okay. Well, I had originally wanted dispensers in them to shoot up things on regular intervals. I was going to put in stacks of apples and stacks of carrots on or in the dispensers, and then have a relay where every time the day-night sensor went off, so once, or hit a certain point rather, it would trigger these, and things would pop up, and so there would always kind of be something in the barrel, at least for 5 minutes every 10 minutes. This is the shield from Volgar the Viking. I was really into that game for quite a long time. It turned out not to be the best LP series, because initially I was really bad at it, and I kept trying, and I basically lived in the first 2 worlds because I was so bad at it, at least for the LP. So that LP was scrapped, and I was going to build a shield in the world, but I never did that. This is the alphabet. It's kind of adapted from a few. I kind of worked on it on my own. I just wanted a concise alphabet. I know this or something similar to this is kind of circling around. I'm not going to be the person to say, oh, I came up with this first, because I didn't come up with this style of lettering first, but I absolutely kind of, when I saw something similar, wanted to make something, make my own, you know. Basically, you see the concept, but then you make your own letters, because I've never seen this be in anyone that's decided to use that, or the way that I do the E's and the F's. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's that. This is the thing from the most recent sort of thing. I just kind of blocked out the letters from the most recent video 47, I think. Just the logo for the chicken restaurant. This is kind of this is an area that I had for villager and zombie concept stuff. So everybody kind of recycled themselves. This was the 2 for the 22 that I had used, or that I had created in one of Dev's World for pranks, or yeah, in one of Dev's Worlds for a prank. And then I had the Griffiths 82 above his snowy area, so that it always cast a shadow in the snow. This is something that I had planned for an extended circuit kind of thing. It's probably really chunky and really kind of overused. I mean, this is really kind of old school concepts. of a pulse lengthener, into a redstone piston switch, into hoppers, into comparators. So let's just check it out. So yeah, it's a bit of nonsense, but it's just something I was working on at some point. This is the entrance to the skeleton farm. This was basically proof. I stamped everything out before it all burnt. There's nothing in the dispenser, but this was from Halloween last year. This is the burning of the Wicker Man. And it's, as you can see, it's a little mangled. You can check out the old videos to see which one it was. This was from the Skyblock series that I had started. This was my build for the cobblestone generator, the high efficiency cobblestone generator. That's a squid, or as they're known, the mini kraken. And then the Cobbler 9000, the farmland cobble machine, the community cobble machine, and then past, if you were someone who watched the Skyblock series, if you were one of the 3 people who ever watched a video of Skyblock, you'll know that it was known as the Excellence Challenge. And as the Excellence Challenge, I really wanted really high quality cobblestone generator. So these are basically my concept. This is never used. This is gonna be used in something else because I really absolutely love this design. It's a dragon, fully not really fully 3D'd out dragon, but something that I came up with that I feel is absolutely amazing, and I'm gonna be using again in the future. But just so you know, you did see this one here first, because this is an absolutely original design, and the more I look at it, the more I love it, and I'm probably going to build one on Skydog at some point, or 2, and yeah, I had planned on having 2 different kinds of materials, one for the water, one for the lava, to make the cobblestone machines. And then, since I was trying to completely seed the world, because of it being Skyblock, I didn't want to make an infinite water source. So my plan was to put the lava block and the water block at the ceiling height, and have everything kind of flow down in through aqueducts, through suspended aqueducts. This is the pencil from when I pranked Trip. He in the old season, or in season 2, he had an enchanting shop, so I made him the world's largest pencil, well, Minecraft's largest pencil, and put it on top of his shop. What's next? This was the second build. This was the second speed. This was the speed build after the proof of concept for the enchanting table that's a spawn. And it's broken. Of course, it's completely broken. I'm not gonna fix it right now. Just not gonna fix it right now. We walk in, and let's get a diamond. You walk past the actuators, past the doorway, throw in your diamonds, and it works. Maybe. It's not gonna work today. I noticed when I was running around here a little bit before, the hopper lines were completely empty, which looks like what happened today. And I don't know why. I guess in an update the hoppers empty themselves, so I had to completely refill the hoppers to get them to work, and I only did it with the diamonds just so I could make it work. But if you want to see it working, check out the Ars Umbra, or one of the old videos. This is the sort of the design. It's kind of trimmed down. It's only 3 wide instead of 5 wide. The trimmed down version of the mini farm, the mini barn rather, the open concept mini barn. This was the design that I wanted to use for the main barn, but it just kind of got too big for the area where I have the mini barn, so I didn't use it. This is, what is this? This is one of the concepts for the chicken machine, which you may see over there. This is my futuristic food design that I had in the very, very, very old, it's called Ice Fusion, Fusion Craft server. I had bubbles where I had animal farms. So for pigs and cows, you could go in, feed them, breed them, and then go into a separate part of the area where they would filter down into this cooker. So let's go ahead and grab a cow. That's a bat. Where's the cow? Endermite eggs. Did not remember those. Cow. There we go. So they come in here, and you would come up to, that's not the right one. That's not the right machine. This is the right machine. So they would come up here, and you would come up here, and they would be filtered in to the into the machine, and you would have your collection system here. You would cook them, and this has got just 3 buckets in a hopper clock, and a comparator to a dispenser, and then when this hopper has things in it, you would send your you would send your cart to go retrieve your items. It would come down here, and when this was emptied, the sound would go off, as you just heard. And then when the sound goes off, you hit your button, which pushes a piston out, pushes your cart back, and you've got your stuff. Love it. I still want to use this design at some point, but right now on Skydog, the farm's not it's not set up that way. It's a little more traditional farm. Oh. Okay. What's next? Okay, then we get into some of the fun stuff. This is these are all kind of jumbles of things that I'm trying to do to figure out the foundry. This is another part of the foundry, something I'm working on. I'm trying to cook a whole bunch of things at once. This was the concept for the chicken farm, which is laid out a little differently. As you may notice, or may know, I've only got one lead, or one piece of redstone that stops a hopper in the on Skydog itself. But here I have a whole line of redstone, which works with the egg dropping section of it. So every time an egg would shoot out, this would fire, which would kind of lock all these hoppers, just in case there's anything in it that might be bogging down this section. So it would just kind of be another one of those buffers that would stop the hoppers if they were too full. This is the design for the nether house, the nether housing, nether portal housing. This is the chicken. This was before I started filling up the machine with items. So this is the cock block that's had some damage happen to it. This was where I was trying to do a little science with rail carts and rail furnace carts. This thing over here is going to be the last thing I show you, so that's going to happen in just a minute. This is where I was doing the item elevator for the mine, and that's when I realized that the backing plate for this item elevator, you actually have to have something there, or your items will fly out of the back, but no other sides, just the back. Okay, over here, second to last thing, this is for a mob grinder that I still want to make. This is the channel where they would fall in, and then this is you deciding which direction they go. So this sends everything to the left in case you want to separate creepers from skeletons, or just have different sections for whatever you need, whatever your plans are. Then you hit a button, and the water gets sucked back in here. The blocks drop, and these raise up, and the water shoots out here. So it's directional. It's a directional mob system. Bam. Love it. Something I love. This, if you may remember, there was a prank on Devastation that he chose not to. Oh, hi. There was a prank on Devastation that he chose not to do. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on Peaceful, because that's gonna be incredibly difficult to do. This was supposed to be the initial prank. You may remember that Dev was pranked with his beacon blocks, where I was giving him skulls to make withers, and so he could make beacons for his town and for the Nether. This was the original concept. What actually ended up happening was that I, with the help of triple backspace, I carved out a huge area underground, filled it with lava, and then put a layer of signs and carpets above it, so that when Dev walked through, the carpets would fall, and he would have to have a nice little jumping puzzle over the lava in order to get his skulls. But the initial concept was this, and I didn't really feel I had time to finish this. So what this is Dev would come in here. One of these chests is nothing. One of these chests is trapped. And you hear all the pistons go off. Initially you're not quite sure what's going on, but the door is gone. And suddenly you realize the walls are closing in. And the walls will continue to close in. And the lights are soon to be blocked off, and you can't get out. And you don't know what's going on. And you're scared, and you're trying to frantically mine things, maybe. And then just before, hopefully it's not. Nope, okay. It's not. That section actually didn't work for some reason. Don't use the sword. Okay. So, it didn't work out quite as well, but it was supposed to open up this little door here, which would let us out. It would drop us into something. I don't remember what I had planned to have it drop us into. But there we go. It pushes out a redstone block, which starts up this clock, which pushes pistons, which, as you may have remembered, had walls of sand behind them. Yeah, this is... aha. You were supposed to go into that chest. You were supposed to be shot out. This thing shot everything out of its... everything out of the machine, instead of shooting it into the hopper, which was supposed to shoot it into here, which is making this line grow. There we go. And there's our open door that we were supposed to have. So that's that. This has been the tour. As you can see, I had originally planned on making the cock block 8 times larger than it actually wound up being. So I think pretty much everybody's thankful for that. Lady's already mad at me about having blocked her bridge, but you know, that's that was the plan. That's the reason. So yeah, back to the rest of the video. All right, we are back, and I hope you enjoyed that little tour. I enjoyed giving it to you. I am also enjoying not having lag on the server. Please, thank you. Burn. There you are. Burn. Thank you. Okay, so can't make that jump. Could make that jump. Life chose not to allow me to make the jump. So I think the video is actually running pretty long at this point. So let's get up here so that I can hopefully not glitch into blocks. Yep, that's why we like our long fall boots. Because that was rude. That's not going to get us onto the tree. Neither will that. Hey, there it is. Alright. So, here we go. You may notice that the ship has been a little retrofitted coming through here. I'm not finished. I definitely have more plans and more places to put chests. But here's the smuggler's hatch, which has been cleaned out and not completely filled, but starting to refill it with chests. And here's the big announcement. You know how down there we have our little creeper hole around all of our chests that keep getting blown up because of all the creepers? And how we have no home? Well, the big announcement, folks, is that now that we are 1 year into being on YouTube, and now that we have a really, really sweet airship, we now also have our home. We have our house. We have our place of residence and our place to sleep, and have our chests full of things, and we're moving in. So that's the big official announcement. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've enjoyed Skydog and have enjoyed me for the last year. We definitely have some huge plans for the next year, as well as opening the new channel officially. I might not get a chance to open it officially today, as much as I would have liked to, but I still have family visiting, and it's just proving difficult to actually get a whole lot of recording time. I planned to record all day today and never wound up doing that because of other engagements, and so we may not get the dogs up there, but we're definitely going to get all of our chests up there. Plenty to do. The next project on Ars Umbra is going to be getting the skydock created after all the chests get moved, and then we're going to extend the nether bridge over to the main skydock, and the main skydock may actually extend the whole way down into, not sure if that's land necessarily, or that might actually be water, but it's going to extend down, and it's going to be part of this down here. It may extend into water, but it's definitely going to hit land here. But that's another video for another day. And thank you again for being here with me for an entire year on YouTube. Once again, hoping for many more. And I really couldn't have done much of any of this without you guys. Super excited about the next year, and hope to see you guys with me. If you guys have any ideas, any concepts, anything you want to share, please do so. Again, I am on Twitter. I've got the G+ going for me, which is nice. I'm on Facebook. We've got new blood coming into the server, so this next year is shaping up to be a heck of a good one. So thanks again for joining me here for a year on YouTube, and please remember to keep your eyes on the skies.